can't. I really can't. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Rain. It's time for everyone's very favorite ballet nerd pastime, which is, of course, let's subject ourselves to the most emotionally devastating ballet moments simply because we can. Okay. That's right, you guys. Today we have 5 more of the most heartbreaking, euphoric, or otherwise devastating ballet moments.
I know my heart's already breaking before we even start.
Compiled from our extensive ballet nerding on the internet.
Yeah.
And we're going to be sharing them and appreciating them and, let's be honest, crying over them with you guys. Because you guys seem to really like the previous emotional ballet moments video that we did.
We like it too, so go check it out after this one. But we figured today is a good time for part 2 because it's about high time that we all just got together and enjoyed a little bit of emotional devastation together.
Classic Saturday afternoon activities.
If you're ready to be emotionally wrecked, then make sure you tap the like button, swipe over, and hit the little hype button as well. And let's get going.
Bring your tissues as well. You'll probably.
Oh yeah. Don't forget those. Nice.
Emotional devastation. Our very
Emotional
favorite
devastation. We have 5 different moments to share with you guys today. Heads up and warning ahead of time. A lot of these are going to be very, very, very sad, tragic moments, and you most certainly will cry. I will be crying.
So anyway, we're gonna start with something easy. It's like a pre-game kind of thing. And this is from La Female Garde, choreographed by Frederick Ashton, with music by John Lansbury. And oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
It's so good.
We went and saw La Female Garde at the Royal Ballet in London
did.
just last fall. We did a vlog. Go check it out after this video. I cried twice in this ballet. This is one of the moments where I cried.
This moment happens towards the very end of the ballet, like just before the finale. And this is the point where our main protagonist couple, the farm boy Colas and the farm girl Lise, are asking Lise's mother, Widow Simone, if they can get married to each other because she has been very, very against them getting married. And the dancers that we're highlighting in this moment are the amazing, beautiful, wonderful Marinella Nunez and Carlos Acosta. I think they are the version that we grew up watching, and quite frankly, one of our favorite Lise and Colases.
So prior to this, we just had like a huge, it was sort of a scandal.
Yeah, no.
So like her suitor was supposed to go collect Lise from her room, and then they found out that she was with Colas. And this is kind of like a shock to everybody.
Yeah, and they're all kind of like upset and hurt and whatever, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're just finally calming down. The music.
He goes, well, you go ahead. It's your mom. Oh my god.
She said we love each other so much, please. She says, I already signed the papers for you to marry somebody else.
It's like, look.
They really love each other, so this doesn't mean anything.
Aww.
But look how much they love each other.
That's the most important thing, isn't it? And they're all like, go ahead.
This is so good. Oh my goodness. I'm tearing up. I'm not even joking. When the music just swells like that in the very beginning. Oh my gosh, that's like the most emotional thing already.
And the way that
pantomime is so earnest.
Nothing's very dramatized and nothing's very exaggerated.
Yeah.
It's very human and it's very candid. Like this point where she comes and she makes eye contact with her and she's really just a girl talking to her mom.
Yeah, she knows she's in so much trouble, but she's gonna try anyway.
Yeah. And even if you look at Widow Simone's expression here, the little like, where she's like, it's such a parent thing to do.
It's like such a parent thing to do.
Look what you've done now. Like,
yeah.
I love you, but like,
why do you
what's going on? And his like tiny micro expression there.
Exactly,
just, like,
yeah.
It's just like amount of just like support and like,
I know.
Listen,
he's like, hey, I'm over here. I'm in your corner.
And he just kind of like lets her have her moment, but at the same time, he's like,
yeah, he just gives the moment space to breathe. The way she like kind of looks at them and then looks back at him, she's like, oh, well, you're really right, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's just, I hate that you're right.
Yeah,
but you're
like,
right.
you're
you know?
right.
It's just it's so honest. It's so understated.
I think this is what's really wonderful about La Fille Mongardet in general, is just how very sweet everything is.
10 out of 10. That's like one of the sweetest moments in ballet. Not even gonna lie.
That was an easy one.
That was an easy one.
That
Let's
one's
go on
more
to the next.
heartwarming than anything.
We're locked in now.
We're locked in and
Get
we can
ready.
move forward. It's gonna get worse from
It's
here.
gonna get worse.
Level 2.
This one is from the Ballet Giselle. We all know where we're going with this. This is one of the most emotional moments of the ballet, and it's kind of like the turning point of the plot in general. Up until this point, everything's been very, very happy and very light and very wholesome. But this is the moment where Giselle realizes the man that she loves isn't actually who she thinks he is, and in fact, he's engaged to somebody else. This is also called the Mad Scene, and the dancer we're featuring today is Evgenia Apertsova, and she is absolutely phenomenal. She's a fantastic actress.
Albrecht, by the way, is Alexander Volchkov.
Oh, yes.
And he's amazing as in this role as well. She said, he's going to marry me. He's my boyfriend. She's like, no, actually, sweetheart, he's mine.
She says, tell me it's not true. And he can't.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, yeah, that's the moment. It happens so fast.
It's everything, like the small
Oh my
details. This is
gosh.
truly artistic mastery, in
It
my
really-
opinion. The detail of her rushing to him first, because Giselle, you know, she's the peasant, right? And
Yeah.
Bathilda is the countess. She would never shove the countess. She would push him away from her and say, like, what's going on? And even the way she keeps looking at him there,
Yeah.
like, she's always like,
Wait. Yeah, she's just trying to read him. She's trying to see, like, what are you guys on about? But when he doesn't look at her, that's just when she knows he wasn't faithful, he wasn't true.
and this
moment right
of
here.
like where she's just like, you can feel like the way her heart drops in this moment.
And the way she just looks around
Yeah,
for a
like-
second, she's like, the entire world just like
Stops making
stops
sense.
making sense all of a sudden.
Yeah. This does kick off the mad scene.
It does.
So
yeah.
like this is the point at which she loses her mind.
because her whole entire world shattered.
And even just the way she falls there, it's so important when you're like a dancer that you don't look like you're executing choreography.
For moments like these,
If you were choreographed to fall, a lot of times you'd look down, you just prepare to catch yourself,
yeah, exactly,
etc.
exactly.
She's running, she's
just-
looking up, and she just crumbles
just
on the way
crumbles.
down. It's moments like these that make the storytelling power so like you feel it. You know what I
feel
mean? We really need to do
A mad scene
a full
commentary.
mad scene commentary.
Because it's one of the most impactful acting scenes, one of the oldest, really emotionally heavy scenes.
You know, I said this before, but like every time we watch Giselle, I go
Yeah.
through like a week-long period where I'm just obsessed with Giselle. And then once I recover, then like we watch Giselle again, and I'm like, I'm obsessed with Giselle.
I'm obsessed with Giselle. Such a good moment. Emotionally devastating, but such a good moment. This next one is, this one's more just intense than anything, but it's so emotionally charged. And this is, of course, from La Bayadere. And this is the scene where Nikia, the temple dancer, and the Princess Gamzati sort of have a fight.
Huge fight.
Huge.
A fight is an understatement.
Yeah,
Fight
like-
turned assassination attempt.
Both of these characters have so much
Complexity.
Yeah, they have a lot of complexity, but like the external is always very, very restrained. Nikia is a temple dancer. She's had a very religious sort of
Poise.
poise to her. Gamzati's the princess, so she always has
Like
you
a
know, this
political
air
air.
of like political power. But this moment is when you really see the women underneath all of that. Again, it's just raw.
It's feminine rage in like
Yeah.
the most feral, raw version.
Incredible
And these
scene.
dancers particularly do a fantastic job. This is the Paris Opera Ballet, and Nikia is Aurélie Dupont, and Gamzati is Ludmila Paliero. Absolutely
fantastic.
electric acting skills.
Electric's a perfect word for this. This is an electric scene. Let's just get into it.
Yeah, I know, but we're done talking. She says, we have promised over the sacred flame that he and I have sworn to be together forever.
And she's like, oh, wait, you consulted gods on this. You need to, you know, renounce your oath so that I can marry him instead.
Like, you never... And you can see the horror on her face right after she
I
did
know,
it. She's
I
like,
know,
I
I
slapped the
know.
temple dancer, oh my god.
Also, the music is just incredible.
She's like, listen, I will give you anything that you want.
Just let me marry your guy.
And here she comes.
The silence is so loud.
The way she walks here. You guys,
okay, this, by the way, fun fact, Ludmilla did get promoted to étoile at the end of this performance. She was an understudy.
I think she got to like thrown in like a day before the show.
Yeah, a day before the show she got thrown in because like the main cast for Gamzati was like injured or like basically unable to make the show. And so she stepped in. And then after this show, she was promoted. And I am like 90% confident it was because of this scene right here.
It's because of this! It's because of this! You can see all of the nuance in the emotions. And we have featured Ludmilla Paliero in our La Bayadere Act 2 Parada commentary.
Fantastic.
And we pointed out how well she does with these complex, layered emotions of Gamzati specifically. And in this scene, it just shines so much.
So much.
To see these like two very composed, very authoritative, powerful women just at each other it's
insane.
Like when the moment the
moment the impact happened, and which by the way was incredibly real.
Yes,
it wasn't a balletic like slap right? It was a hard slap.
And she went full send with this.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Boom, hit the ground
right away. And the way Gamzati recoils after this, she realizes, oh my god, she basically did the equivalent of striking the gods themselves.
Yeah,
because he is a temple dancer. And so she feels like, oh god, I messed up. And you can see her like already being like, okay, what do I do?
Yeah.
Oh, off her jewelry, obviously.
Yeah.
The nuance in her face right there when she's like, oh, here. And she's like, she switches so fast. Internally, she's just like, just have this and let me marry him.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your problem? But on the outside, she's just trying to put on a smile. And you can see it flash just so quickly right there.
And even this like shove, a lot of times in ballet, we always want a follow through. And it's not like a gentle balletic shove. It's just like a, just get off
of me.
It's just this rage.
It's just rageful, And this moment here, she realizes it. Like seconds too late.
It's not just her panic rising because she almost stabbed the princess, but it's also Gamzati's anger rising because she realized, now I have the upper hand. You just gave me leverage.
You gave me a reason
to kill you. The way she just walks.
So casually.
It's just like
with so much confidence, and you don't even see her face in this moment.
It's all body language.
It's all body language, but you can feel it.
I love that expression that she wears because it's not particularly expressly just rage.
No,
it's a mix of desperation and like there is no other way to do this. Like I have no other choice.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what has to be done. I also hate this woman and I want her to die. And the curtain closes on that, and we're expected to go out to intermission and act like everything's fine. This is another scene that we need to do a full commentary on. This is like best in the business. Not even joking.
Yeah, no, sorry. I just froze for a second.
She's so down. Orly and Ludmilla. Electric performance.
Incredible.
This one's pretty short, but it's
one of the most tragic moments by far.
This is from Romeo and Juliet, one of the most famous tragedies of all time. So you already know where this is headed.
I already know where this is headed. This is the moment where Juliet wakes up from the sleeping potion and stuff, only to find that Romeo is dead.
Like just minutes ago dead.
Minutes ago dead. And this moment is just so tragic.
Even just situationally, the situation itself is tragic. On top of it, the choreography and the way acting. These dancers will portray it.
Incredible. Our Juliet today is Alessandra Ferri, who is, humble opinion, one of the best dancers in history. She's absolutely phenomenal.
Especially in the realm of acting.
And our Romeo, I believe, is Angel Corella.
Whom we love.
Unfortunately, he is not alive in this scene, but...
he is not alive in this scene.
We will see a little bit of him.
We will see him being very beautifully dead. That moment of like,
no, it can't be. Oh my god. She can still taste the poison that he drank.
I can't. I really can't. Oh my god. You guys, this is... We have to take 5 on this one, you guys. We have to, like... We'll be right back. Technical difficulties. That's sad. Oh my god. It's like so close and yet irreparably far. The desperation on her face when she realizes he's gone. And just like the complete overwhelming grief.
It's just despair.
And despair.
Yeah. You can't match that level of pain.
That is...
Like, that's the most devastating realization.
The one person
that
she believed would be there. The whole reason that she did this is that he would be there when she got up. And he is, but like not alive.
Yeah. And the way the music just screams with her.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the most heart-wrenching moment of the entire ballet. Maybe the entire ballet repertoire, if I'm honest. The ballet gives it so much space just to feel everything. It doesn't rush past it.
And you can see like the shock, then the confusion, then the horror, then like the realization that like he's gone. I think this is very unique, especially to something like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Where there are some scenes, yes, where it's very balletic and very quote unquote dancey, but I think even so, all of the dancing scenes, it's very, very raw. She does this so beautifully. We're not concerned about being graceful or balletic at all in this scene. It's really just in the moment and feeling that complete sense of loss and that complete devastation. When it comes to like tragedy, this is probably one of the most tragic. And there's a reason why this story has endured for so long.
Yeah.
As like one of the most famous tragedies of all time. It's so
emotional.
This is again a shorter moment, but like I almost don't even have anything to say.
Yeah,
because
there's nothing to say.
It's so visceral. Okay, we'll take 5. We'll come crawling back in like 2 minutes.
Alright, you guys, that was...
That was a ride.
That was your episode 2 of Emotional Devastation with Ballet Rain. Hopefully you felt it, but also came out with your heart somewhat intact.
Hopefully you are not floating in a lake of your own tears.
Yes,
right now.
Hopefully. And if you do need to pick me up, we have a much funner playlist that you can check out after this video. Please comment below which moment was your favorite, and if you have any other emotional moments to add to the list, we'd be very, very interested to know.
Make sure to share this video with all of your ballet nerd friends around the world because art is cool, as we have said before.
And we want to support the artists.
We want to support the artists, and we want to spread the good ballet nerd vibes.
Yes. We want to say thank you to all of our patrons for making this video and all of our videos possible. We have been so lucky to know each and every one of you, and that you guys are a part of our journey, because y'all, we're still fairly new YouTubers. We're only like 3.5 years old, so
I mean 3.5 is a sizable amount of time.
A sizable amount of time, but still, like we're fairly new to this, and we really appreciate your support. Just seeing you guys on Patreon and knowing you guys have our back is like, it really means a lot to us.
Yes.
And if you haven't become a patron yet, but you would like to, and you would like to join the crazy shenanigans that we do over there, because we will be having a post video
after show
on Patreon every single Saturday. So if you want to be a part of that, feel free to sign up for Patreon at the link below or at patreon.com/balletrain, and we'd be so excited to see you there.
Anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Rain signing off. Until the next video. Bye. Oh, we need to. Oh, of course. We knew that.
Yeah.
Here you go. Have an earbud.
Okay.
Your favorite snack. You don't. Why did I say that?
I don't know why you said that.
We should do this is ballet rain before filming 5 emotional ballet moments, and this is ballet rain after.
I feel emotionally drained.